Every tree up here I know. Every undulation of the ground I know. It's a sense of place.
Because it was Dad's property, I guess I'm a bit sentimental. I just love it.
There are places like this all over Australia.
There's no crime and everyone's friendly. It's a good country little town.
Half the people buried in this cemetery I'll be related to.
This is the story of Bulga, a sleepy town in New South Wales, and how the small community of residents there took on the might of Rio Tinto with the help of EDO New South Wales, a group of non-profit environmental lawyers.
They want a mine 500 metres from the village of Bulga. Bulga will disappear.
Warkworth Mine was approved on condition that a nearby ridgeline would be preserved forever to protect the rare forest on Saddleback Ridge, but also to protect Bulga from the worst effects of the mine.
We've got the Wombo mine, we've got Warkworth mine, we've got Mount Thorley mine, we've got Bulga open cut and Bulga underground mine. We're surrounded by them.
We've coexisted with the mine now for 30 years. There has to be a barrier between a mine and a village.
But in 2010, the mine sought approval to expand and mine the ridgeline they'd promised to protect.
And this is where we have a problem with that Warkworth. We promised they'd stay within the boundaries and then said, bugger you, Bulga people, we're coming through.
There'll be no such thing as coexistence. There'll be just destruction of our village.
We had no idea in 2007 when we bought the property that this could happen, that they could terminate a deed of agreement that was in place.
And you've got a deed to protect us, and yet you said forget about the deed, we're going to dig up this and wreck your village.
They rallied together to defend their town, but their concerns fell on deaf ears.
It just feels like the department doesn't want to listen to us. Rio certainly don't want to listen to us. So, yeah, we're just basically standing here left on our own.
The mine extension was approved.
The noise, the dust, some nights you can't sleep.
You can actually feel a rumble through on the side of the house.
You know, and it's not, you know, one night or two nights. You've got 365 days a year of it.
They faced losing everything.
And then you see the coal dust in the bottom of the bath and, you know, obviously they're drinking it, they're breathing it.
Sorry.
Many of them were trapped, unable to tolerate the impacts of the mine, but unable to move away.
Who would want to buy with the potential of a mine coming through to wipe you out?
How do we sell our problem to someone else? How could you morally do that?
The greatest asset in life is now worth worth nothing.
They wanted to fight the approval, but didn't have the resources to do it.
Where would the common person get funding to fight a multinational company?
Just as all seemed lost, the people of Bulga discovered the EDO.
I couldn't believe that you would have such an organisation with highly skilled people that were prepared to work for you for almost zero, and also that had 150 consultants on their books.
Where we are now, only because of the EDO.
With the help of the EDO, the Bulga residents were able to mount a legal challenge to the mine's approval.
Well, I believe in a fair go. I think it was necessary for the EDO to get involved because I don't think that the people of Bulga were getting a fair go.
The EDO were great in court. They were all over it.
And that's why we are so thankful for the EDO and the brilliant work the EDO's done for us.
They are able to condense a detailed court issue down to this is what it means to you blokes and this is what you need to do to overcome this.
The case was successful. The approval was overturned because the unacceptable impacts on the environment and the people were not outweighed by the economic benefits of the mine.
I was so convinced that the mine was going to win, and I just didn't want to be there to listen to that. So I didn't go, my daughter went.
We didn't sort of understand the jargon of it all.
It was like shock.
Did we hear that correctly?
Did we win or did we lose? We won! We won!
I think everyone skipped down the hallway and out the door.
Oh, shit, I wish I went.
Rio Tinto appealed, but the Bulga community won again.
Flogged them twice in court.
We could not have won both court cases or either court case without the EDO. The funding would have finished us and we did not have the expertise to run it.
we still weren't convinced that that was the end of the story.
It wasn't. The government proposed changes to the law to elevate economic considerations above social and environmental considerations in the assessment of mining applications. This meant Rio Tinto could reapply to extend the mine, and this time the economic benefits would carry more weight than the negative effects on the environment and the people.
The impacts do not change because you change a set of rules. The impacts are still real.
The government has gone to extraordinary lengths to get this mine approved.
For 5 years, we've been winning, and with the help of EDO, we're getting there. Now, this is a bit of a setback when the government changed all the rules, but we've not given up yet.
There are cases like this all over Australia. With the help of the EDO New South Wales, communities can use the law to protect the places they love and compete on an even playing field with the big end of town. You can support our work by making a tax-deductible donation. To find out more about what we do, visit edonsw.org.au.